You ever wondered what it was like to install an IKEA kitchen? Hey guys, today I want to answer a question that came in from Vic. He asked, "Hi, I'm thinking of doing a quasi-custom IKEA kitchen like this. I was pretty blown away with how high-end it looked for a very modest budget. Do you have any experience with customized IKEA cabinets such as this? And do you know how long it would take to install? Also, do you know how durable IKEA kitchens are relative to custom cabinets?" Well, I actually have installed an IKEA kitchen before. It's been about 12, maybe 13 years ago. I was living in a small ranch house and I thought it might be a good opportunity to renovate the kitchen, and what I did was actually, when IKEA first opened up here in Atlanta, I went into the store and ordered probably one of the first kitchens that was sold out of the Atlanta store. Because of that, I ran into a lot of complications with getting the parts correct, with shipping them, making sure that they had everything in stock. I actually had to wait on several different boxes, some key components to being able to install the base cabinets. The order process is going to be more of a do-it-yourself process. They might have worked out a little bit of the kinks since when I went in to order it, but you're still going to be probably looking at a lot of measuring yourself, figuring out what parts you need, making sure that you got all the parts, and that you don't have any conflicts or there's no double up. And when you actually pick up your IKEA kitchen from the store, you're going to be hauling a good amount of product there. So you want to make sure that you have a truck or a trailer that can accommodate that much weight, because a kitchen is pretty heavy when you get down to it. There's going to be a lot of boxes and a lot of parts and pieces. Now, the install of the cabinets themselves is not very difficult. If you've ever installed IKEA furniture or anything, you'll know that it's pretty systematic and it's pretty self-explanatory. They've got little nuts you put in, and then you slip a bolt in and basically tighten it down. I didn't have any problems with the assembly. There were one or two panels that had some chipping in the laminate, but I returned those, got new panels, and was good to go from there. I would say the making of the box, the assembly of the actual cabinets themselves was very easy and pretty self-explanatory. Now, the quality of the cabinets was a little bit above what I would have thought they were going to be. Because they're IKEA, I thought it'd be more in line with some of their furniture that starts to sag and kind of break down over time. But actually, these cabinets were pretty solid. I weighted them down, pretty heavy with a lot of dishes, and had no problems at all with any of the cabinets once they were installed and secured properly. So I think as far as quality, you're not getting a custom cabinet. You're getting pre-manufactured, pretty low-end cabinet, but they are still durable. So if you can't afford a custom cabinet or something made of plywood, a little bit more sturdy product, then definitely look at IKEA, because it could be something that fits in your budget and works with your goals there. So I wouldn't shy away from it too much. Do you know how long it would take to install? Now, I remember assembling, this was a 10 by 15 kitchen, 10 feet by 15. It was L-shaped. And I remember basically creating all the cabinets in a weekend and hanging them the following weekend. So 4 or 5 days tops was the part of the, that's how much time went into actually installing the kitchen. So I would say it's a pretty quick install. You still have to do the countertop on top of that, and I went with a custom granite countertop on top of all that stuff. So you've got a little bit of flexibility. You can mix up parts. You don't have to buy the countertop from IKEA if you don't want the wood. I think they might have some laminates now, but if you don't want that, you can definitely go out and get your own countertop to put on top of this, and it'll work pretty well. Now, this picture that he sent, that's right here, right? Hopefully right here. There's a lot of custom stuff that's been added to the cabinets. Now you can trim these out a little bit, but the amount of, if you're trying to really like spruce things up and make them look like custom cabinets, it's going to be pretty difficult just because of the construction of the cabinet. So you really want to be careful when you're nailing into these, because the particle board is pretty flimsy, and if you do crack the laminate, that piece is pretty much ruined, because the strength of the product, a lot of it is with the whole system being together. But like I said earlier, if you are on a budget and you want to try to do this yourself, I highly suggest you just go for it and get started. The process is pretty simple. If you have any questions about actually like how to put the pieces together, I'm not sure they've changed their system too much. I could probably help you out with some of that. And basically you hang it on a rail system that you mount to your studs, and then the base cabinets all screw together and you push them in place and screw them into the walls. So it's pretty easy, but just keep in mind that you're not, you know, for the price, it's good, but you're not getting top of the line quality product. So I think you probably know that. If you're going to IKEA, you probably know that it's not going to be high-end grade and it's not going to last 50 years, but 25 years maybe, 20 years maybe. So the actual doors are pretty solid. One thing that I did notice though, that the boxes when I purchased them were all white laminate. You didn't have an option for any kind of other tones like wood tones or anything. So when I got the white laminate and the door faces on it, it's like a European style door. There's no frame or anything, but you can actually see the white line of the base cabinet and the wall cabinets shining through the cracks between the doors. So if you're looking for something a little bit cleaner, then you might still see a hint of that, unless they've changed how their base cabinets are, and it conceals that a lot better than it did when I purchased them. But give it a shot, and I'd love to know how it works out for you, and send me some pictures along the way. So if you are new to my YouTube channel, I do a couple videos every now and then when I can, and I have a website at whitewashstudio.com. There's a link down in the show notes here. Ask me any question you have about design, construction, architecture. I'd be happy to help you with it. So stay tuned for the next video. Should be coming out soon. Thanks.